Hello everyone, today I'm going to review the Sirui Saturn 75mm T2.9 anamorphic lens for full-frame cameras and Fujifilm X on my X-H2S and X-T5. My name is Andrei Dima, I'm a travel content creator and portability is everything for me. Every time I travel for a project, it is really hard to decide what I'm taking with me and resist the temptation to take too much stuff. It's that voice in the back of your head that says maybe you will need this too, and it's hard to decide exactly what you want. And when it comes to cine lenses, that is even harder, especially when it comes to anamorphic lenses, that until a couple of years ago were super big and heavy, but gladly, Sirui have made some efforts making anamorphic lenses smaller and smaller in the past years, and now they've made the most lightweight and compact anamorphic lenses on the market. And today I'm reviewing one of these lenses. This is the second one I'm reviewing from the Saturn set. First, build quality. The build quality of these Saturn lenses is great. It is metal, carbon fiber and glass. The carbon fiber helps to make these lenses lighter. I don't know how durable, but we will see this in time. The half close to the camera is metal, the gears are metal, the part close to the front glass element is carbon fiber, and the filter thread is metal. The lens has a 62mm filter thread, and around the front glass element it has a bit of plastic. The Saturn lenses are completely manual, the mount is metal, they have no electronic contacts and no weather sealing. Yes, these lenses are not weather sealed. I think making them weather sealed would have raised the price and size, so I'm okay with that. The focus and iris ring turn smoothly and are very well damped. Of course, being cine lenses, the rings have metal gears, so you can use them with a follow focus system. The focus throw is not that long but good enough, it is 120 degrees. This helps you make focus pulls easier and more precise. You can see this in the footage here. The overall design of the lenses is pretty cool, it's a mix of old and new and the lens fits nicely even on smaller cameras like my X-T5. The size is quite impressive compared to other lenses on the market. It is smaller than a zoom lens, it is so compact that it doesn't take too much space in a bag or a backpack. And the weight is impressive as well. The Sirui Saturn 75mm T2.9 weighs only 465 grams, 10 grams more than the 50mm. What can I say? That is great for a full-frame anamorphic cine lens. The size and weight also makes it a good option if you want to use it with a gimbal. It was so easy to balance and use it on my Weebill 3S. Let me quickly explain what is a T-stop. The T-stop refers to the transmission of light through all the lens interior components like glass elements, and the f-stop refers only to the light that is passing through the iris. T2.9 should be enough for low light footage on full frame and it is okay on APS-C as well. I got some beautiful shots with my Fujifilm cameras in low light as you can see here. Let's get to the important stuff you all are waiting for, and that is image quality, and man do I love the image quality of these lenses. It is crisp and contrasty even at T2.9. And if you stop it down it looks better and better, but I like that at T2.9 it has a bit of character that makes your footage look more interesting. But let's take a closer look at the sharpness of these lenses for video. The center of the frame looks great from T2.9, but the corners are a bit soft and you can see some chromatic aberrations. I like soft corners on anamorphic lenses, it is part of their character in my opinion, and chromatic aberrations are noticeable even on a lot more expensive lenses. It all depends on what you want from a lens. But just look at this footage here, this is straight out of the camera footage, no editing in post, no white balance correction, nothing. I know Fujifilm colors are great, but this lens adds to that, it just looks gorgeous. If you want more sharpness in the corners, you need to stop down to T5.6. The aspect ratio remains consistent through its focus range. You can go from infinity to the minimum focus distance and the aspect ratio will remain the same. One of the characteristics of anamorphic lenses with a squeeze ratio of 1.6 is that it transforms your 16:9 footage into 2.8:1. So the 75mm field of view with a 1.6 squeeze provides the equivalent of 47mm horizontally on an aspherical lens on a full frame camera and 70.5mm on Fujifilm X cameras. And if you want to go even wider, you can use the Sirui Anamorphic 1.25x adapter to go to 2x. So you get the depth of field and compression of a 75mm but the field of view of a wide-angle lens. Now let's take a look at the bokeh of the lens at T2.9 without the 2x adapter, in the center of the frame and corners. Now let's take a look at the bokeh with the adapter. The Saturn lenses have two different options for flare, the classic blue flare that was made so popular by sci-fi movies and a neutral flare like the one you saw in my footage. Both look cool, but I prefer the neutral one. Adds character without being too in your face. The Saturn 75mm T2.9 suffers from a bit of pincushion distortion, which on Fujifilm cameras is not that noticeable because of the APS-C crop, but it will be on full-frame cameras. The downside of this lens is the minimum focus distance. Sadly, this is 90 cm. This is the trade-off for such a compact full-frame anamorphic lens. These lenses are so compact it looks like they were designed for APS-C cameras and not full frame. You need to try one for yourself and see what I'm talking about. I think this is the best compact anamorphic 75mm lens you can buy at the moment for the Fujifilm X system. I also reviewed the 50mm, so go check that out if you are interested. I think the whole set is great. The Sirui Saturn 75mm T2.9 has great build quality, it is compact and lightweight, has lovely color rendition and character, just like the 50mm. Good sharpness and contrast, and it has a very attractive price. So if you are looking for a lens like this, I highly recommend it. If this video was helpful, subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when I release new videos. And if you want to support the channel even more, use the links in the description at no extra cost to you. See you next time.